we got a problem. I found a leak. All right, guys, customer states we have a clogged sewer. Hey guys, so we have a customer over here with a clogged sewer. They're on a septic tank. They have a pump pit. Let me show you what's going on and first steps to take. All right, guys, so this is the house. Now, I've already located the septic tank out here, and I've got the inlet lid dug up. This is the inlet on the septic tank. It actually runs over here. You can see the pipe coming in through here, and it's coming through the dirt, and it runs through here. Now, I didn't find a clean out, so on a septic system with a septic tank, my first thing I check, besides the clean out since there isn't one, is this inlet. Now, let me show you how we locate the septic tank. First of all, if you have a septic tank and you have a clogged sewer and you don't know how to find it or anything like that, we'll show you what's going on. They do have a pump over here which pumps it to their drain field because, you know, it's another area. But yeah, let's show you how we find this tank first, and then we'll get into diagnosing it. All right, guys, so I got a probing rod here, and if you know the vicinity of your septic tank, what you can do is take a probing rod and run it in the ground, and that's a concrete septic tank. So I've located the septic tank. Now, in order to find the orientation, of course, if you know where the sewer is coming from, you know the inlet's going to be, should be 99% of the time coming in line. So, you know, I'm going to probe around. Once you drop off the edge, make note, that's an edge of it. Now, of course, you got to deal with the orientation, so you can come back a few feet, find the edge, and you'll know the orientation. Come to this side, where you know the inlet is, and you can find the front edge of it. Now, the inlet on the tank is usually, if it's a newer tank with a square access, as this one, as you can see, we have a rectangular access. Now, it's going to be right on the face of the tank most of the time. So this is the edge of the tank. The lid's right on the front edge. The way this tank is sitting, you got one side of it over here and one side of it over here, and this is the front. So obviously I've located it and dug it up. The tank lid is going to be right in the center between the two sides, because it runs from over here to about over here, and it's yay long. The outlet's over here. Someone's already worked on that. They pumped the tank, so they did get it pumped, but they didn't dig up the inlet. So we're going to find out if this is clogged here. Now, a lot of times these lids are super stuck. They've not been raised in a while. I'll get a shovel, get it down in the crack, try to lift it. You can see this one's lifting. That's because I've already broke it free. Now, if it doesn't break free, you can take a big spud bar right here. I've got this 6-foot spud bar. Okay, and what you do is you take it and you come over here on the four corners and you go around it and you try to bust it free. You can see this corner over here will bounce. That's when you know you're getting it. See it bouncing? So it's already pretty much free. So then you can take your shovel and try to get under the edge and crack it up like that. Now, unfortunately, this handle is junk. This handle's broken. So I'm gonna get down here and lift it up. So let me get you over here where you can see, and we'll see what we're doing here. All right. Now, you don't want to drop this lid in, but as long as you keep it square, you'll be fine. You can then lift it straight up over. Woo, this inlet is clogged full. It's got roots and everything in it. Let's show you what we got here. There's the inlet of this septic tank. I know it's gross, but you know, this is a plumbing channel, so this is what we deal with. As you can see, this is the inlet, and this is just clogged full. It's a concrete baffle on this side, 4 sides. So let me get this root mat dug out, and I'll show you how we open this up. So what we're gonna do is get down here. I'll get in here with my shovel. You can go around the edges of the lid and kind of cut the roots free first. Once they're all free, we're gonna just grab them and gently pull them out. Wow, that's a mess. That is a mess. Ooh. Try not to yank them too hard and they'll splatter on you. Oh, wow. Whew. Okay, so we're pretty much down to the actual baffle where we can see the baffle now. So let me get you over here and we'll show you how we're gonna clear this without getting splattered. So as you can see, guys, that's the concrete baffle. I've got all the roots out. There's a ton of roots right here. We got the baffle cleared. There's more roots in the baffle area. The pipe actually is coming into the tank right here. And what we're gonna do is take our spud bar, 6-foot spud bar with the flat end here, and we're going to work this free. And just kind of push down the sides. We're going to try to kind of work this and get this to drop into the tank. This is obviously where the clog is. Oh boy, here it comes. Try to get it pushed down. There we go. Nope. Oh, yep, there we go. Woo! That whole house is breathing a sigh of relief right now. Look at that mess. Wow. And we're going to scrape down the insides of this baffle, as you can see. Make sure everything's cleared inside. Trim any roots off. Beautiful, beautiful. There we go. Whole house is draining now. Let's go in here and flush everything, make sure everything's running. Guys, we're in the bathroom. We're gonna run showers. We're gonna make sure we don't have any secondary clogs, because sometimes these shower drains will actually get solids back up and clog the trap. So we're definitely gonna run everything and make sure we have full drainage on all the fixtures before we leave. I imagine we do, but I'm not so worried about a lavatory faucet. It's not gonna get solids backed up in the drain. That's way above the floor. Tub maybe. I'm not gonna run that. They have stuff in it. But definitely shower drains. This for sure, because they told me they had it back up in here. So we need to really make sure this drain is draining, and it is. So we are good there. Flush this toilet one more time. You want to get enough water in the main sewer, flush out all the solids. All right, powder room. Go ahead and run water here. Flush the toilets. This is the far end of the house, so we want to run plenty of water here. And that main drain that runs all the way out, we're going to get it fully flushed out, all the solids out of it. And just make sure we don't have any other clogs, because you can get a secondary clog whenever you have a main sewer backup. Anyway, looks good. This bar sink is one of the faucets the customer stated was bubbling. And part of the reason for that is when this main sewer line or main drain fills up, this doesn't have a wall vent, a roof vent, so atmospheric vent. It just has the air admittance valve, Studer vent. And so when this main line fills up, the air gets pushed out as the water flows backwards. And especially since, like I said, there's no atmospheric vent on this one, it's going to push up, and all the air is going to get pushed up and pushed out through the drain. And the atmospheric, the Studer vent here is doing its job. It's not letting gas in the house. It only admits air when you drop a full sink of water, so it doesn't pull the trap dry. So if you get a lot of bubbling, toilets bubbling, things like that, this whole house, toilets were bubbling, all that stuff. You get that, you have a main drain backup. So, all right, guys, we're back outside. Let's see what we got. Yep, everything's draining well. Now, I would prefer to get down here and actually cut some of these roots out. You can see around the inlet pipe. We need to cut some of those roots out. And I would prefer to actually get some concrete, some rapid setting concrete, repair concrete, and actually seal around that with it. So we may go ahead and do that right quick. Alrighty, guys, so we're going to take a screwdriver and we're going to work these roots out, this mess around this pipe, because we want to seal this up so the roots can't get back in, because this is going to be a matter of time before this happens right all over again. So do our best. All right, so we got pretty much all the roots pulled out around it. Now we're gonna take a garden hose. We're gonna spray this and clean this all down. Clean this all up real good right here. So we want this patch cement to adhere. So we've got this, it's called hydraulic cement. That's what I was trying to think of a little bit ago. Hydraulic cement. So let's get a little bit here. We don't need a lot. And I'll show you how we mix it. You have to be very quick, because this stuff sets up in like 3 minutes. It's definitely get your heart rate up after it's set up on you a couple times and you weren't ready. So we're gonna get some water in here. We want to make a paste, but we also need to do it quickly, so just add water carefully till we get a nice thick paste. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. It's malleable. It's almost like clay at this point. But this is going to set up super quick. We'll go a little tiny bit more water. All right, that's what we want right there. All right, let's do this. So as I said, you got to be super quick with this, because this is going to set up very quickly. So we're going to just work this around with our fingertips, trying not to drop much, if any, in the tank. Okay? You're gonna get this hole filled in underneath. Make sure all the gaps are filled. In fact, we'll have just enough. We'll push it in the cracks with our fingers and then form it. And we really shouldn't have to worry about roots getting back in there again. That will be pretty well sealed at this point. All right. That's why I wear several layers of gloves, because I can just pull them off, clean hands. All right, guys, so you can see what we've got. End product is very nicely sealed around it. And we're gonna take the garden hose right here. We're gonna just gently wash it down. And anything that got in the pipe, I'm gonna make sure that all comes out. Looks good. All right. Well, we're gonna get this lid put back on. All right, guys, I got my lid in reach here. We're gonna go ahead and get ready. 1 foot on this side, grab the lid, and gently get it down here. We don't get to pinch our fingers, but just drop it carefully. Try to get it level all the way around. Kick down on the high side. Now, we do have some gaps, so we're gonna go get some plastic bag and we're gonna layer this. It kind of seals, helps the roots from getting in there. We're just gonna cut some strips like this and get them on these seams. I like doing this better than just putting a whole piece over, because when you dig this up next time, one whole piece of plastic makes it really hard to dig this out. These little strips will come out real easy when you dig it up next time. By the way, never point a knife at yourself when you're cutting. Never cut back at yourself, always cut away from yourself. Quick tip. Now we can cut this one in half. That'll be plenty. All our seams are covered up. That'll help prevent dirt and roots from getting down in there. All right. All right. Can't even tell I dug it up. Well, you can tell, but I want to make sure the hole's filled in all the way. You don't want to dip here. That'll hold water and it'll drain in and get in the tank. Especially if a low-lying area. Make sure that your ground is mounted around your septic tank area so you don't have water intrusion. Alrighty guys, well, once again, if this helped you, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much.